Test. Yeah. So we'll be having Token 2049 this week and culminating with F1. And I believe this is one of the first event that we are kickstarting, and really excited that the event is actually about AI, and you have quite a few distinguished panelists with us today. So very, very excited. So let's get started by sharing a bit with you guys what Pundi X is, what Pundi AIFX is, and then we will dive into three very exciting panels. The panels will talk about the trends in AI, how we can combine Web3 into AI, and also how the VC scene is doing the AI. Right, guys. Okay, before I start, I would just like to have a short answer. Who has heard of Pundi X project? All right, cool. Thank you guys. And for those of you who are new to Pundi X, we are actually a payments project from 2017, and we've been building a payments ecosystem for the physical network. And by certain metrics, we are actually the world's biggest physical payments ecosystem globally. So we're talking about physical OTC worldwide. And what we're doing right now is that we are also launching a new initiative called Pundi AIFX. How did Pundi AIFX actually came about? So we can take a look at how the timeline of Pundi is. You know, actually, we started building since 2017. And at the same time, we also built a later one protocol called ConsenX. And what we're doing right now is actually to reinvent the layer one protocol into a AI-centric project. Okay, so Pundi AIFX is a decentralized verified AI data processing layer and shade. So what it means is that we realize that there are a few verticals that AI is very interesting in. One is obviously the language model. So basically, to build something to compete with OpenAI. Second is actually the agents model, which is to actually build agents on top of the models. And we realize that of all the projects, one of the big demand that those projects need is actually verifiable and quality data. So why don't we use the strength of decentralization, the strength of Web3 to allow people to actually tag data, contribute data, and also put those data on the blockchain? Hence, Pundi AIFX. All right. Pundi AIFX is actually the chain, and on top of the chain, we are building different protocols and projects. Pundi itself is building three projects on Pundi AIFX. One is actually a browser plugin. So the browser plugin allows you to annotate data off your Twitter feeds. So take, for example, today I want to analyze data about, say, a influencer. All right. So for example, Dan's data feed. So I want to analyze to see whether those feeds are bullish, bearish, and what kind of data value that those tweets are able to trade. I can go to this browser plugin and actually create a task myself. And I decide, hey, I want to pay $5 for those data sets. So once I create those data, it would actually be uploaded live into the plugin. And you'll be able to reach out to 25,000 people so far since the launch about 45 days ago. And for those people to actually tag and annotate your data. So today, for example, I want to annotate about Token 2049's event. There's also 1,000 events, which is the successful event. Is it maybe an event that is happening tonight? You know, there's some exciting event happening tonight, or what events are there? So you can actually utilize the browsing plugin to test data. Of course, it's not just limited to Web3. It is for anything that is on Twitter. All right, so this is a screenshot of it. So someone by the name of Gene Tender actually logs into the browser plugin, and he or she can actually finish basic tasks, standard tasks, or expert tasks. Of course, once you finish the task, those 25,000 users would also be able to retweet if you want them to. And those tasks can be carried out in stables or the token of your choosing. All right, so the best thing for you to see is a video that, so guys, let's bring along.
Complete basic tasks or Purse Plus. Once you're signed into Purse Plus, you'll unlock a new dimension of engagement on x.com. The tasks available in your Purse Plus sidebar are categorized into 3 main levels: basic, standard, and expert. Let's begin with a basic task. Click the Start button under the Basic Tasks category. Here, you'll be presented with various posts from XCOM users and influencers. Simply like or dislike these posts based on your artist opinion. After making your selection, submit your choice and move on to the next post. You'll review 10 posts in total. Upon completing this set, you'll earn 20 Fugu points as a token of your contribution. You can choose to share your achievement with your network or dive into another set of tasks. All your activities will be recorded on-chain, ensuring transparency and security. How to complete standard tasks on Purse Plus. To begin, click on the Start button under the Standard Tasks category. In this task, you'll be asked to select the most appropriate tag for each post displayed. Carefully read the content and choose the tag that best fits. After tagging, click Submit and proceed to the next post. Successfully completing these 10 posts will earn you 30 Fugu points. How to complete expert tasks on Purse Plus. Expert tasks challenge you to engage with more complex tagging activities. Click on the Start button under the Expert Tasks category to get started. In these tasks, you won't just tag the entire post. You'll select specific words within the post and match them with the most relevant keywords from a provided list. For example, if a post mentions Bitcoin, you might select the keyword money as the most relevant tag. If the post mentions 7 days, you could choose time as the keyword. Continue selecting and tagging words in the post until you're satisfied. Once completed, click Submit and move on to the next post. Each set of 10 posts you complete in this category earns you 30 Fugu points. Share your progress or challenge yourself with more expert tasks, how to add posts to the Purse Plus system. You can contribute even further by adding posts to the Purse Plus system for others to review and tag. Each post you add earns you 1 Fugu point with a daily limit of 500 posts. To add a post, simply open the post you want to contribute. Once you've opened the individual post, you'll see an Add This Tweet button beneath it. Click the plus icon to add the post to Purse Plus data. All the added tweet content will be stored on IPFS, ensuring permanence and decentralization. Congratulations! You've successfully added the post and earned 1 Fugu point. Keep adding posts until you reach the daily limit. However, know that if another user has already added the post you're trying to submit, you will earn points. Only the first user to add a post to the system will receive the point. How to generate your own invitation code. Beyond daily tasks, Purse Plus offers you the opportunity to expand your network and earn even more Fugu points. By inviting new users to join Purse Plus with your unique invitation code, you'll earn 100 Fugu points for each successful referral. To generate your invitation code, simply navigate to the Invite Friends section at the bottom of the sidebar and click Invite, ready to be shared with your friends and followers.
Right. So for those of you that are interested to do tasks or trade tasks for their own tweet or even other people's tweet, just download the plugin at if you trade it real time. In fact, you can actually trade tasks about token and see what comes out. All right. So another thing that we are launching, the second one, is actually a marketplace for people to actually upload data and for others to annotate and analyze those data. So what it means is that we want to create a very free and open place whereby companies like OpenAI, instead of hiring certain companies to actually do data annotation, why can't they just upload their data onto on-chain and also analyze data? So just out of curiosity, so gentlemen over here, so since you're in Singapore, what kind of like photos do you take? Yeah.
Butters are hard to cut.
All right, got it by the bay. So if the photos that this gentleman takes is actually new, right, he can actually upload those data onto the marketplace and for another person to actually annotate those data, right? So someone might actually sees it as a touristic location, but another photobomb might actually see it as a very unique blue color of the sky. So every data has its own unique data tagging. And what we are actually doing is allow a marketplace for people to contribute data, tag data, annotate data, and for AI companies to procure data. Everything done on chain so that you actually have ownership of the data. So that is actually the second product that we will launch in October, also utilizing Pundi AIFX network. Yeah. All right. So one more thing is that during the rebranding of FunctionX to Pundi AIFX, we are also renaming the layer one from FunctionX, which we helped launch in 2022 for Pundi AIFX. We are also changing the ticker to FX to AIFX. And it's safe to say that the exchanges that right now have FX, such as Coinbase, Bitum, Upin, etc., will also be working on this. And of course, we will also do a redenomination from 100 to 1 without dilution and without lockup, right? So for those of you that are interested to know more about Pundi AIFX, you can scan the Telegram and also install Purse Plus. So I think that's all from me. So I think we can get to the panel. Thank you guys. Yeah.